Don't want to leave? Want to live at Disney World? I'll make it a realty reality. Everything from Dr. Phillips to Davenport, Claremont to Kissimmee, Winter Garden or Windermere, and Disney's own Celebration and Golden Oak. I'm Realtor Victor Nawrocki, and this is Disney at your doorstep. Hey, how are you? How is everybody today? Got 14 people watching already. I so much appreciate you guys watching. But I got some bad news for you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get into any of these houses. That may look really quiet right now, but both those houses are filled with people. And look down there. I don't know if you can, I can't zoom in, but I just went to that home community. Now those homes are going to be in the 300s, if you can believe it, for this area. That includes lot. Problem is they don't have a price sheet. Which is always a bad sign. And they've got a waiting list. These houses are going to start in the 460s. I don't see any comments. I'm hoping that you can hear me. Oh, let's see. Hello, LJ. How are you? So I'm very disappointed today because I was out here a couple of weeks ago when they opened, maybe like 6 weeks ago, when they opened that model over there for a different builder. Now, that builder is a custom builder. It starts in the 500s. That's Ashton Woods. But there's, maybe I go over there, I'll find some good news. But I had to link with traffic, and then nobody could talk to me. So it's definitely tell me that they don't know how much things are. And one of the things I said was, well, you have your prices on the website. And he goes, those are all wrong. Can you imagine? Can you imagine saying those are all wrong? The prices that you advertise are all wrong. So I'm just going to reiterate something that I say in almost every broadcast. Never listen to a new construction's price points. Never. They're all wrong. It's always the way it is. It is a terrific day today, I will tell you. And I love this area. I hope when the market settles down, my customers won't be rushed to buy something. One of the things they said is, and it's very important to remember, when you go to a new construction, put your name on the list. Sign up. 6 months from now, you still may not have found a home. And what happens is, sure, your situation may be that you don't have to find something right away, but the other people ahead of you have to find something right away. So, and new construction really takes, depending on how they build, something like that, which is a custom home, could take a year. Okay, because you're going to pick the plot that you want, you're going to pick what model you want to build, Then you're going to pick your custom accents, your structural accents. Because I have one that's closing, that's a custom home in Claremont, and we're going to be closing probably in a month or two. Well, we signed the contracts a year ago. So let me see. Oh, okay. Because stuck in the 80s, I don't know what your name is. Little hard when you face the wind. Okay, so let me see. This is facing the wind, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's a little windy today, I guess. I've tried it with microphones. So, anyway, so I'm just going to go and walk through these models, which I haven't been able to walk through before. As I said, look at all the cars that drove up as I'm here. Unreal. And this is for a property that is 6 months out, that you cannot sign a contract for 6 months. Unreal. And the problem is now that interest rates are rising. So if you signed a contract 6 months ago, you signed thinking you were going to get 2%, 2.5% interest, and now it's 4.5%. That's why I like resales right now. My customers who have done resales are getting much better deals. I mean, I've seen homes that are so anyway, so I'm gonna. Oh, thank you, Andrew. Yes, I loved doing that. That was so much fun. That was probably the most fun day I've had in real estate. I gotta tell you. But this is a Willow model. Now, I love this builder. I have a lot of favorite builders, and for different reasons. Each one has their own selling points. But this builder uses spray foam insulation, which I hope I'm going to get a chance to show you. But this is a 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. I'm going to step in. It's a really nice. I've seen this model through the window. Now, I'm not really crazy about the layout, but it's probably got the master down here. The reason I'm not that crazy about it is I kind of don't like facing the wall when I could face the nice door when I'm in the kitchen, This is 4 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. And as I said, I don't have any prices today. Here is the master. Toilets, seat is, I can see why women get so frustrated with guys. Toilet seats are always up. In a model. Unbelievable. They got security cameras here, and there are so many people in this house right now. It's crazy. There's all these people in the office. On a Sunday. See, that's what's so great about me doing these on Sundays. Usually it's fairly quiet, but this is insane. I mean, we've had a big rush on sales, but I've never seen it like this. Yeah, usually lots like these are 120 to 130 feet back. So, you know, I don't like looking on the playground if I was to buy a home. Um, but I'm not buying this one, so, you know. But here's the thing I'll tell you about buying, this is the type of thing that when you're rushed, you see a playground in the backyard and you go, oh, okay, all right. Well, you're paying $500,000 for this house. And I've had customers do this where they will, you know, buy something and we're pointing to it. Do you see this right here? That this is going to be built right here in your backyard. And but 6 months in, they start second guessing it. Well, I'm sorry, it's too late. So, you really have to think about what is going to be in your backyard and what you're going to see. And is that going to annoy you? Let me go back there. I totally agree with you. They should put another rack on here, but I got to tell you, this is the worst. I had this in my house. And by the second day, I was already taking it out and putting something more efficient in. This is just really for show. This is not a good way to use the closet, I will tell you, because you should have, deeper. I mean, this is all wasted space. I totally agree with you. Right now, nobody has to do. They could sell houses without toilets. I'm telling you, it is bizarre. But that's why, you know, when I think that people are getting better opportunities. The benefit of a new construction home, a resale home. Let's go to a resale home. The benefit of a resale home. Oh, I'm so grateful that there's nobody in here. The benefit of a resale home. Let me see if they have any water in the refrigerator. Oh, they do, and it's purified. I get so much free water. The benefit of a resale home is the community is already established. So, say there was another 2008, right? While they're doing this, and construction stopped. Well, you could be in a construction zone for years and years and years with houses that aren't finished. So I always say, don't knock a resale home. I know it's nice to pick out your stuff and things like that, but I just had a customer buy a resale and they're changing a lot of stuff. Why? Because they had the extra money to do it. And the thing that I thought was sad about that sale was the seller actually regretted selling, but there was nothing he could do about it. He made the contract. So no, I'm not getting this thing open. So let's go upstairs. I hope they have the demos of how the house is made. Yes, they do. This is my first time seeing this model, but I've seen it in by in other communities. But this is what I love about it, and this is now. If you see right here, it says the temperature in the attic is 73 degrees. That is pretty freaking amazing because it's got to be 90 degrees out. Yes, that's a very good point B and P that when, but then you also remember that you have to price those things. I mean, I don't want, if I buy a resale, I don't want used window treatments. You may want to change them a lot, but it's all a matter of your own taste. But this is spray foam insulation in here. So that is why the temperature is the way it is. I've always wanted to do that to my attic, even though my electric bills are really, really reasonable. I always wanted to do it to my attic, and I may do it at a certain point because I like to be even more comfortable. And you're funny. Yeah, I do like the way my house looks. I mean, I wish there was there's a couple things that I don't like about it, but like I don't like it has a side entrance, but that was the only way to get a bedroom downstairs. And I would love a 3-car garage because it would give just a space to store stuff. So here's another good size bedroom, youth bedroom. I mean, this is a good size because that looks like a queen size bed there, maybe full. Hard to say what the average electric bill is, Deborah. I'll tell you what mine is. It's $160, but I keep my temperature at 76 degrees. It's very comfortable because I have ceiling fans in almost every room. And it depends on the size of your home and everything like that. But, the newer the home, though, I will tell you, the better the electric bills are. I had a rental property that had the worst insulation. It had single pane windows. That's why I always try to go 2009 and newer. Single pane windows. Single pane windows, and it didn't have any really good insulation in the attic. My electric bills were 3 times what they are on the house that I own, and now, and yeah, so they're 3 times. They're 3 times. So it's and that's because it's an older home. So I like to go 2009 and newer. And yes, I showed a place with plantation shutters. Those were a great selling point. They are, but if you price plantation shutters, I think you'll find that they're not as expensive as you think they are. Because I had my house, I put all window shades and all that, and it was not as much as you think. I mean, I have electric blinds on some of the windows, and they were only like $300 a piece, or $350, I think it was. Now someone else quoted me $600 a piece, so it's very good to get bids. I like the upstairs layout of this home. Now I saw this home in another community, same builder, of course. And it's in Claremont, and I think the price is a little bit more competitive. Wow, that's so funny. There were so many people, and I haven't bumped into anybody yet. Yep, everything is pricey. I would never have dreamed that a pandemic would increase the prices of homes. Unreal. So nobody's asked where we are. We're in Minneola, and Minneola is just north of Claremont, just north of Winter Garden. We're about 30, 35, 40 minutes to Disney from here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, so many people in here. Okay. Thanks.
What? Come, let's go. We're leaving.
Okay. Well, this has a gourmet kitchen. This house is going to be in the 600s. If they could even give us a price. But I do like the layout of this one. So here you have a gourmet kitchen. Butler's pantry. And this is interesting because you have a butler's pantry, then a dining room, then a second like meeting area, office type thing. You could use this as an office or something. Not getting a lot of questions. If you want to ask any questions, please go ahead. I like these railings. I mean, I like them, but not for my house. Ooh, nice. Okay. Yeah. So here we have a great setup here. So you have a little play area right here. You know, I didn't give the model name. I saw someone coming out and they were standing in front of the sign. So I didn't give the model name. Maybe I'm clearing people out. It's so funny because I walked in here and there were tons of people. So good. Good. I was worried I was going to have to film around people. But I do like this upstairs layout a lot. Look at this. You got 1, 2, 3, 4 bedrooms, all separated. You've got a bathroom in between right here. You've got nice. Look at the size of these bedrooms. These are really good sized bedrooms. So 32 people watching. I appreciate you watching. Please remember to subscribe. Let me.
I think I'll stay down here. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. This is a good sized room as well. What I don't like is there's no Jack and Jill baths. I always like the Jack and Jill baths where they pass through. But that's just me. It's a nice bathroom. I wish they could give me some idea what the prices are. As I said, I asked both builders for a price sheet, and they said they don't have anything because they're not releasing any more lots for 6 months. So my exuberation to come here today was really squelched. I'm going to, next week, I'm hoping to go to an over 55 community, and that's in Kissimmee. And here is, oh, so this is the master primary bedroom. I don't like when they have a small shower and a great big tub. If you can't give me a good sized shower and a tub, just give me a good sized shower. But that's just me. Oh, questions, missed them. Okay. Oh, I did not fall down. There we go. Oh, Diane. Okay, terrific. Yes, I will read my email when I get back. Definitely. I'll probably read it in like a half hour though, because I'm going to be done with this. This is not going to be a long one. We're going to go over to another community. Well, sorry, same community, different way of building. They're an inventory builder. And if you've watched my live streams, you know that they build the home to their own specs. They pick everything. They pick the colors of things like carpet and walls and, countertops and everything. I like the stairs. I like wooden stairs. I don't like carpeted stairs. So we're back down here, and this is the Gourmet Kitchen. Oh, you know what? I didn't. You will find in the more, in the more contemporary homes in the last couple of years, whenever they have the primary bedroom, or also known as the master, on the whatever floor that's on will be the floor that the laundry is on. In other words, mama has to do the laundry. So this is the 5th bedroom. Yes, I do like this model. I've seen this in other communities. Really do like this. I'll go get the name. Thank you for mentioning this, Wendy. This community is, I would say, 35 to 40 minutes from Disney. I know that because I live at Disney, and it took me about 35 minutes to get here, but I did encounter a little traffic because they're widening the roads right out here too. So I encountered a little traffic for 5 minutes or so, but it's a good 35, 40 minutes. Here's a nice, good sized walk-in closet. We mentioned earlier, see, these things, they're just put in. I wish they would just leave it empty, because honestly, in my house, I had to take them out all myself and put new ones in. Okay. So if you bear with me, I'm glad we have such a good connection today, I tell you. And here's another first floor bathroom. Oh, the lady that was just here was like so elegant, so elegant. Reminded me of my Aunt Malin. So I'm clearing out places. So here we have Gourmet Kitchen. This is a really nice model because it has a downstairs non-primary bedroom, maybe a youth bedroom or a guest bedroom, which would be good if you've got a senior with you. I really like seeing that in a model. See what the name of this model is because I didn't get it when I was coming in. Yeah, boy, this is big. This is a Chislette 2, which is 5 bedrooms, 4 full baths. Two-car garage. Yeah, I like this layout. I do like this layout, but it's pricey probably. I bet this is in the 600s. So we'll take a quick look again, because before I was running around trying to avoid people. But you've got 1, 2, and then upstairs 3 living area, family rooms. Okay. You've got a designated dining room and still have a kitchen nook, which is nice. Now, if you wanted to, and that was enough eating area, that could be a great playroom, like nursery area and stuff where you have the dining room right now. It's an option, because when kids are little, you want to have play areas. So you have a gourmet kitchen here, but it's got a lot of options to it. And then the full bath. Now, this is one thing that I always question. We know that if you have a bathtub, a first floor unit, you're probably going to be giving that to a senior. So why do you have a tub? I would have put a shower in there, but you could always modify it. Like one of my customers just closed on a house, and where they're closing March 31st, and they're going to change out the guest bath. They're going to change it to one of the bathtubs that you could sit in. Okay, so we've seen this. Now we're going to take a little walk. That was not the walk. Some people coming in, so we're going to. Oh, excuse me.
How's it going?
Thank you. looks like a couple people left over there. When I first got here at 12:30, that place was filled with people. That's a good question, Andrew, and I'll just give you my personal opinion on that. If you buy, now there's a couple things. Number one is if you buy a house, perfect timing because I'm going to be walking. If you buy a pool with the house, that increases the sale price of the house, which would in turn, I am told, because I don't do taxes, in turn increase your taxes on your property each year. Because in Florida, we have homesteading, which you want to do right after you move in, is to file for homestead exemption, which virtually, not completely, locks in your taxes on that property. Now, when I first moved here, I was paying $1,800 in taxes a year. It was amazing. It was amazing compared to where I had been before. And we don't have state taxes here. And that house had a pool. When I moved, of course, my taxes went up because the prices had gone up, and I moved to another. Now I'm paying 3 times as much. So really annoying, but I love where I live. So anyway, but that's not what we're talking about. So that's one benefit. The other benefit is if a builder puts in a pool, they're going to charge you more money. They're going to charge because they don't do pools. They contract someone like All Season Pools, which does a great job, and they tack on maybe $10,000. It can be 20% of the price of the home of the pool, so you'll pay more money for it. So those 2 reasons are really good reasons to do it later. But now I will tell you that if you tack it on to the price of the home, that increases my commission. But that's, I'd rather you save money every year. Then also, don't forget, you kind of have more time to design it, so why rush? Another thing is, you may find out after living there for 2 months that you're completely happy with using the community pool. So think about that. You may be more happier using a community pool than using and then spending. Like one of my customers is getting a new pool put in, and it's going to cost $110,000. So that is the type of thing that I gasp at, because I'm like, 110, Lordy. $41 people watching today, and we're going to have limited. So anyway, I was looking online at this property, at this community. This is an inventory builder. Now, an inventory builder doesn't list the property until everything has been decided in the property, and they give you a price. And now they also give you a price of how much it is, cash price. They'll give you the cash price. They'll also tell you, well, this is your price payments, which I don't like, because I want to know my interest rates. I want to know everything that's in there. So I like that they have the full, cash price too. But here's the problem. I went online, looked at the prices, was all excited to come down here today because I was showing houses that are still going to be in the 300s starting. And turns out that the prices are unreliable. They're old pricing. Makes me sick. Makes me absolutely sick. They should erase them. They should put asterisks that say that the price is expired, but those were grand opening prices. Now this one's sold. Any idea how long they will be building here? You know what? That's hard to say. They're all building about 200 homes each. They're already 6 months behind, meaning that they're not going to release any new lots for 6 months, because everything sells out so quickly. So I have no idea how long they're going to be building here. Honestly, I would put my name in and I'd move on. Hey, Art Johns, how you doing? But look at all these houses. They're all sold. So disappointed when I showed up today because I got an email about, oh, look at all this and how great this was. A week later, I come in, everything's sold. So let's take a little look. But these are priced. Now, this is the same builder. This is an affiliate of them, like they have different types of homes. This is the same as the custom builder down the street. And I just learned that the last time I was doing a live stream, that they are owned by the same company. But they're an inventory builder. They don't build for a specific buyer. They build on spec. They just build, that's what they call it. They build on spec. So they don't have a buyer. This is probably cabinets are in. That's a very good sign. This is a neat layout because it's got a lot of flexibility. So you'd have your eating area right here in front of the door, then your living area here. And this is in the 300s to be in Minneola. And then here is your primary bedroom. Oh my gosh, look at that view. Is that amazing? Average square footage, these are starting in the 1400s. They're going up to about 2,000. You'll find that a lot in the inventory builders. Hey. And here, this is a nice big pantry. Nice big pantry. So 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. But they have nice features, but not any custom features. You can't change anything about the home. You could do it when you move in. But this is one thing about Minneola is this is the only place you're going to have real scenic views, elevated scenic views. Here in Claremont and Montverde, get the right lot, you got a great view. Great question, Peggy. That's a terrific question. Claremont on Colonial Drive 50 is just about 5-10 minutes from here. So you've got all your shopping really not far away at all. In fact, when I leave here, I'm going to go down John Hancock and take that right to the 50, and I'm taking the 50 back because there's a lot of traffic on the turnpike, and I'm going to take the 50 back into Winter Garden, and then you go to Garden Village. But if you go west, you go into Claremont, which has everything: the Lowe's, the Target, the all the major stores are right there on that road. Hey, Peggy, cement ship, so you're in Cape May. But look at this. I don't think this is a budget home. This is really nice looking out front. Very nice. Well, I love Cape May. It's my second favorite place after Disney World.
Well, yeah, just let us know. I'll shoot you a text tomorrow. But yeah, you don't have to worry about us.
No, we're here, we're in there.
All right. Yeah.
We're not going anywhere, because you guys know what.
Oh my gosh.
Houses.
Look at all these people. Well, this is not going to go well. But you've got 4 bedrooms here. 1, 2, 3, and then a master. Oh.
Hi, you have an appointment? You need assistance?
No, I don't have an appointment, but I'm live streaming for a customer.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Thank you. They set these up like this all in all their setups, so not much to show you because it's all offices.
Nothing that I can guarantee, but we work on it.
There's more, but somebody might be.
Which one was it?
Y esto está bien, pero ¿para qué está bien?
That door is weird. So this doesn't really show too well because they're using it as an office. Let's go look around.
But
That's exactly why we love it.
They're in the system.
Yeah, so they're like slotted.
All we gotta do is get the go ahead to start them.
Yeah, that's my biggest thing is like, I just wanna know, like with the Luna, we have a slot.
Yeah.
You know, we don't know which one it would be, but there is gonna be one.
See, that's what bothers me is that it's not as windy right now. They're going to secure a property or put their name on a waiting list, thinking that the interest rates are 4.5%. Well, they could be 6. Because these are historic low interest rates. At least they were. I know my parents paid 13.5% when they bought their house. That was 60 years ago. So will that affect the price? You'd have to be crazy to think that interest rates are going to go down again. God forbid they do, because it's only with a disaster. Even after September 11th, interest rates, only really went down to, I think, 8%. That's what I was paying when I bought my house in Rhode Island. Do most new builds offer the ability to install a security system? Absolutely. A lot of them have it already installed, like D.R. Horton. They already have something installed, and then you can pay the extra monthly fee to get it to, work to a command center. But everybody's different. I will tell you that my builder nickel and dimed me on everything. That's one of the reasons I like D.R. Horton. They don't do that kind of crap. They say, yeah, we've already gotten it. I had to pay to have it pre-wired for a security system, because if I did it afterwards, forget it. So some do, some don't. D.R. Horton does. I think Meritage does. I don't believe the last one did. Billy, if I could tell you that, I don't know. What I'm seeing right now is even a more increased demand. They said that sales went down in February. Sure, sales went down in February, but there's no inventory. That's the whole thing. That's why sales are going down. So there's still a high demand right now. But the thing is, I really think people that you cannot, any agent that tries to predict the future is absolutely bonkers. There's no way you can predict the future on this. You don't know what's going to happen. So, yeah. Yes, I agree with that. Low rates can overinflate the price. Now, one of my builder friends told me this. What he said was that they don't want to cut the price of the home, but they will cut the price of the lot. So like with my sale, this was 3 years ago now, they gave me money off on the lot, but they don't want to cut the price of the home because that sounds like they're desperate, but they cut the price of the lot. So, And right now, what they're doing in one community that I know of is that they are raising the lot premiums bonkers. Absolutely bonkers. A lot that you would have paid 40 for a couple of years ago is now 200 or 300. And I think that's bonkers. So, but look at these views. You can't get this. You can't get stuff like this in other sections that I sell in. Of course, that is going to be an over 55 community right there. That's coming in. They're probably they haven't broken ground yet, so I doubt I'll be showing any models until next year. Boy, I wish I could give you prices on these, but as I said, they are I don't want to drive. I'm going to walk. So why don't you get all your questions together and I can answer them as I walk. Because it's not a long, it's like 2/10 of a mile probably. This is why I'm tired when I come home. Anyway, we're going to go back. We've already seen the first model. We're going to see the second model that was not available to see. So any real estate questions at all, I would greatly appreciate them. Advice or suggestions. I tell you, we got great reception here. I think that's why. Look, that's a cell tower right there. Okay, I think a question came in or comment. So there's more of the Starlight hotels, homes right there. That's a good question. Winter Garden and Windermere are definitely priced out for 300s. I would say after that, there's Haines City, Winter Haven, and that's going to be 30, 40 minutes to Disney World. Those are good areas that you can definitely find homes in the 300s. Another section that I've never sold in there, but Groveland, which goes a little further up, but that gets to be an hour from Disney. How far are you from major highways in this area? Oh, I got to laugh because I can hear the highway right now. We're 1 mile away from the Florida Turnpike, but far enough that it's not in your face. There's a lot of communities around here that are right on the highway. I can think of a couple like the Esplanade that I really not crazy about because of is you never stop hearing the highway there. It's an over 55 community, and I'm telling you, it's like, you know, and they always say don't point out the obvious, but when you're showing property, but I still have to point it out because, you know, I feel like sometimes you get overwhelmed with things and you're not paying attention. So, you know, I always, and then the salesperson will be there like looking at me like, are you crazy? But you gotta show people that what's there, because we get overwhelmed and we don't notice things. Okay. What are some 55 plus new communities very close to Disney? Any new 55 communities that were very close to Disney? Okay, well, very close is subjective. That's coming in there. That's going to be, what is it called? Del Webb, Minneola. I think it's just going to be a simple name, Del Webb, Minneola. And that's a 55 plus community. There's also a new community that I'm going to show next week, I hope, at Tahaqua, which is an over 55 community. It's built by the same people that built Del Webb, but what they said is it's a little bit Del Webb light. It's not called Del Webb because it doesn't have all the community features that Del Webb usually has. Now, the one that I've sold a lot in, great deal in, I'm sorry, I've sold actually 10 in Palms and Saranoa. That's right now 25 minutes to Disney, but they just announced again, I don't know why they keep announcing that the road is coming through and it will be completed by the end of 2025. And that will be 12 minutes to Disney. Right now, the price is very, very competitive. Will it be competitive when the road opens up? Well, it'll be all sold out when the road opens up. So they probably only got a year or more of selling. Well, that's a good point, Melissa Neal, and it's something that I can't tell people. If I tell people that, so I'm glad you pointed that out. I'm glad you gave me your opinion. I really appreciate that. Because I can't, when I first started in this business, I remember hearing my neighbor had purchased a house at $350. There's a good example. They purchased it at $350, and they weren't happy with it. And they said to me, the agent told them that prices were only going to go up in that area. Well, at a certain point in time, that house wouldn't have sold for $130 because nothing was selling in 2010, 11, 12. And well, they just finally sold it and they got their money out. They sold it for close to what they originally purchased it for. And they're very relieved. Yes. Yeah, so the thing is, I can't, that agent, if they had that in writing, that your price point's going to go up, there's nowhere, you could actually sue them. You can go after their license, because that was just so unethical. Nobody knows what the future's going to be. Nobody knew that a pandemic was going to raise the prices of homes. Unbelievable. I'm shocked. These homes are going to be finished soon. I think that's amazing because, one thing I always look for are the windows in, because windows and roofs are what's delaying the building of homes. I've been in a couple communities that the homes are boarded up because they're not, when they're getting windows. Thought Oasis would be perfect based on your prior videos, but it got way too expensive with those huge lot premiums. Yes. I was shocked when I heard what the lot premiums are going to be. But they don't do it unless there's a buyer out there who will pay it, and so that's why I go back to maybe you want to consider a resale. Resales. Here's the thing about resales. Sometimes they're sold on a more emotional basis than a transactional. I mean, no new construction house has ever been sold on emotion. A need. Oh, we need to sell it right away. No. They don't do that. They need to get their price. They've got a lot of people to report to. But a resale like the one I sold in Winter Garden that closed 2 months ago, that seller really wanted to back out because he realized he made too quick of a decision. He should have held on to it a little more. He should have made some improvements to it as well. But it was, so I believe my buyer got a very good deal, so, but that does not happen with new construction. It doesn't mean you're going to be taking advantage of people, but it does mean that there's some more opportunity. Also, so, some selling agents are just god awful. I mean, you just look at them like, what are you doing? You put in an offer. It only takes me an hour to put in the first offer, and then the second offer only takes me a half hour. So as long as you sign it on time. So anyway, but so it's not a big deal to put in an offer. But if you put in an offer on a resale home and you insult the owner, by going too low, or by having demands, then you're going to shoot yourself in the foot, and they won't listen to you when you raise the price. Okay, I'm going to wait till these people exit. Yeah, people in the community that Alyssa and Neil are in, there's when they release lots, the competition is incredible for it. So beautiful view. Anyway, let me see here. Show you some of this. Yeah, there's a lot of competition right now for homes, and you'd have to put in a bid and an offer on new construction. But hey, you're not going to get it if you don't put in an offer. So put in an offer. You never know. But, this market, I think I've seen Can honestly say I think I've seen everything. Now, this is the Griffin model. They actually have this in my community, and I do like it. It was one of my choices. Yeah, in a year and a half, the market's completely changed. Yes. I tell you, I've seen everything. I came in when I was, when I first started selling, I was selling houses at you know, prices that you've never, I can't imagine seeing again, like 130 for a pool home. It's crazy. Not a great area, but anyway. Um, and the thing about that was I couldn't get anybody to buy anything, which was bizarre. I love this front patio. So here's the living room and dining room. Yeah, it's just combined. And then they have the butler's pantry over here. And whenever I show a house, I always put up dirty old bottles. What's the thought behind dirty old seltzer bottles? I don't understand. Anyway, so, okay, and listen, yeah. Gee, when I think of my model home, I have a door all the way to the side, which I don't like, but I don't like this model. But I do like that it has a butler's pantry. I like the window over the sink. My sink's in the middle, but I like the window over the sink. Yeah, because now it's seeing it like this is really. I haven't been in this model for a while. I like the way they've done the stairs here. I got to take pictures of these because I want to have my stairs. Well, I want to get this type of flooring all the way through the house. Okay, so, oh yeah, I like my model better. Oh boy, but I like this. This is nice. This is nice that it has an in-suite bath. This is nice. Okay. So it has a, people are texting me like crazy. So it has an in-suite bath attached. That's very nice. And it does have a lot of character to it, but there's no flex space up here. That's neat. I don't know what that is, but it's neat. Looks like some old door. Okay. Then here's another bedroom. Then here's third bedroom. Good sized bedrooms. But when I go down and ask them what the prices are, I guarantee you they're going to tell me there's nothing available for 6 months, which means they can't give you any pricing. Now, this is a good laundry room. Now, one of the builders that I deal with that we were talking about earlier pre-plumbs for a sink but doesn't give you a sink. That is phenomenal, because I will tell you it is very expensive to plumb for a sink if after the fact. So there's 1, 2, 3. Then here is the primary bedroom. This is nice. I like the double doors. Watch, look at this. I used to have that at my one house that I had. Boy, do I wish I didn't have to sell any of my houses. Would have been so great. Oh my gosh. Hindsight's 2020, but you didn't have the money for it. So, okay, we're at 1 hour and 15 minutes, so I'm going to be signing off after the next model. I like this because you know how I like big showers. I do like having a tub, but just for resale value. So there's a toilet. See, the toilet doesn't, I have been seeing so many houses where there's no door to the bathroom, but there's a door to the toilet. So, but seeing a lot of houses like that, I don't like that. I like when there's a door to the bathroom because, not everybody wants, you got to lock another bedroom door so the kids don't walk in on you. Anyway, but I don't like that. I like when there's a door. But then the fact is, if you want your privacy from your spouse and you're in the toilet, they can't use the shower. Or they're taking a shower and yada, yada, yada. So nice the way this is done. I like this carpet better than one of the things I wish I had done was priced how much it would be for a hardwood floor, because really do not like my carpet. My cats like it because they pull at it. Okay. Now in my house, I have this sort of atrium too. And I could have, another thing I wish I had had the money for, I could have just leveled it off, put a room and a bathroom for just $25,000. I could kick myself. I really could. But I didn't have the money. And now I do, and I can't, it would be a lot more than that. Oh, no problem. So that's probably storage right there. Yeah. So you got some nice storage there. Decent. There's probably more space right back there. But anyway. I will tell you, I love that builder. I'm so glad I didn't buy that model. Yeah. See, my house has the door all the way on the side. And I don't like that, but I certainly like the layout of this better. Yeah. I'm sorry, layout of mine better. Nice. That was, let me see what this is here. Ooh, let's go in here. One thing is you could walk into all these houses, even though they're been sold. So does anybody have any questions before I sign off? Ooh, let's go in here. Now, this was something that, let's see. Ooh, this is going to be fun. I don't think I've seen this model before. Okay, so you have a laundry room here. These are, let's see these cabinets. So is this the primary bedroom? I believe it is. I'd love to know how much this one cost them. But it does have, quartz countertops. I'm sorry. Yes, quartz countertops. I would always get quartz over granite if you can, because you have to treat granite and take care of it, yada, yada, yada. Wasn't even crazy about that. The last house is Lanai. It was so teeny. For a model. So any questions, anything else you want to ask? God, I wish I could give prices today. I'm going to go talk to the sales guy. I'm not even interested in seeing upstairs. I want a house with a balcony. That's not a problem. I don't have a balcony. These are so cute. So that's probably like a 3-bedroom right there. Nice. I love this builder. They did a great job on my house. Does anybody have any questions? Next week, I'm hoping to be in over 55 community in Kissimmee. Looking forward to seeing them for the first time. So now we're going to go to the Badland. So these are all named after parks. Aww. Cute. Little one. Okay, this is the Badland. They're named after national parks. Oh, good cushion coming in. Okay, if you're buying a resale home, okay, that's a very good question. So you're retiring in a resale home, you could start looking, now. I mean, but you're not going to put an offer in, just so you get an idea of the pricing. For a resale home, it only takes 30. Let me sit down and answer this question. It only takes, if you're getting a loan, 30 to 45 days to close. So that's not a big deal, What you want to make sure is, and I don't know your individual finances, if you're going to be paying cash or you're getting a loan. But if you're getting a loan, 30 to 45 days. If you're paying cash, you should get at least 3 weeks because you need time for an inspection and all that. So one thing I would say is if you're retiring and you are getting a loan, your finances are going to dramatically change when you retire. So it is very, very important to discuss with the lender before you give notice that you are retiring. Some people have bought homes early as a second home and then moved into them. The second home rate has changed recently. I just learned this only recently because of a customer with a second home. So the rate's a little higher on a second home now. That wasn't the same before. It used to be the same rate as a primary residence. So it really does depend a little on your finances. Now, if you're going to buy a new construction, you might want to, you would definitely need to start, if you wanted to retire the next month and move into the home a month later, you definitely want to start a year out at least, because right now houses, you pick your area, you may not be able to even put an offer in for several months. So I hope that answers your question. But honestly, it's free to look. So just keep your eye open so that you know what areas you want to be in, how much the pricing is. If you're buying a resale, I like to go with something that's 2009 and newer because you get the double pane windows. That's a nice benefit, and you're still going to have several years left on your roof. Maybe the air conditioner you'd have to replace, but things like that. What are your thoughts on Bella Colina as a second home? Yeah, I love Bella Colina. If you're a golfer, it is absolutely phenomenal. The HOA fees are fairly high, but the community features are exceptional. It's got amazing views. It's not far from here. I passed it on the way in. It's amazing views, but the prices, just remember, the prices are going to be from 700 to many million. So, but I actually think 700 is very reasonable to get in there. And it's a guard gated community. They have beautiful scenic views of golf courses and lakes. So that is a terrific community. And now when you go into the higher price points, you have choices of many, many different, I think there's 11 different builders in there. So really great community. I mean, I would love to have a restaurant on property, let me tell you. But I'm going to get a Huey Magoo's less than a mile away from my house. And I've eaten at a Huey Magoo's twice this week. Could you imagine when they're right around the corner? Yummy, yummy in my tummy. Yes, I've been in this layout before. I like it. Okay, so you have a bedroom here in the middle. Now look, what I like here is that it is it's very open when you walk in. Sometimes they have the walls right here. And having it back like that is really nice. And then here is the second bedroom. Of course, these are queen size beds, so it's a really good size. And then, let's see, probably this is what kind of closet. Standard closet. Standard, nothing big. So ask your questions because I'm going to finish up in a couple minutes. Love this quartz. Oh, mine's nicer. When I picked my some of the things, it was funny when I was picking things for my house. Some of the things took me forever to decide what color I wanted, and then some things I just went, yeah, I'll take that one. You know. I do not like this floor. I like it in the shower. Nice in the shower because it's nice to have a dark grout in the shower. And this is probably because this is a display home that they don't have the dual vanity and stuff because they need to make it wheelchair accessible in a model because it's considered an office. How much money the builders are requiring to reserve a new home? Let me think about that. Depending on what stage they are, I think it would be as about 5%. Depending on what stage. If they're 5% is a pretty good ballpark idea. With my house, it was strange because not strange. I put down 5,000, but I also had to put up 50% of my options. That was a lot of money because I bought a lot of options. Oh, and here we go. This is the fourth bedroom over here. So they've set it up as an office. This is a nice size home. And then here's the laundry room. Obviously, it would have doors. And then this would be the garage. Hey, how you doing? You're going to tell me you don't have any lots released right now? When do you think you're going to release them?
Good question.
Yeah, that's what I've been telling everybody. All right. No idea. Wow. So I showed you a community that's not available. But the thing is, put your name down, right? Now, how much do you require down on if it's a loan? Is it?
Depends on the contract. If
Mhm.
it's under 600,000, it's 5%.
That's what I just said. Good.
If it's over 600, it's 10%.
Cool. Okay. Now, how much do you think the one we were just in would go for?
That's going to be just over 6.
That's what I know my numbers. Good to see you again. I know my numbers, people. Okay, yeah, 5%, and that is just over 6. So that's it. Glad I got what I got. I like my model. It's always good to see the other stuff again. So 5% down if it's under 6. So does anybody have any more questions or anything as I walk back to the car because I'm going to sign off soon? Got a lot of viewers today. Remember to visit me at disneyatyourdoorstep.com. If you are interested in this community, we should get you signed up and get you pre-approved with their approved lenders. Now, I will tell you, the only thing I didn't like about my builder was their lender. They were fill in the blank. Horrible. I have never dealt with a lender that has been so bad. If I ever run into them again, I will tell people not to use them. I don't believe that if someone goes on maternity leave, that is a surprise. So because they asked me, my closing was in February. They asked me in October for some documents. By the end of that day, I got them all the documents they needed, and I uploaded them to their portal. They never looked at them. And the day before closing, they were asking me questions about my documents and why I didn't send them. And I had sent them. My computer was all shut down. I had no access to anything. Even my mail was stored away. It was a horrible experience. But anyway, that's why I tell people, no matter what you upload, keep a copy on your hard drive, keep it available to you, put it on a thumb drive if you're traveling, because I tell people, do not leave home to travel to sign documents until you've gotten the clear to close. Once you got the clear to close, that means they really do have their stuff. Yes, that is a good point. On an inventory home, you don't have to pay extra for your options because you're not picking them. So go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com. If you want a house like this in Minneola, you have to sign up. Now, we don't know I don't know what's going to be the circumstances 6 months from now. 6 months from now, we could, the market could have slowed, or they could call you and tell you, okay, now it's time to put in a bid. I like some of the builders who are using solid pricing, where they're calling people who are on their list and just telling them, are you ready? What's the price? Are you pre-approved? They go through it and you are good to go. And some are making it bid up, but I don't work for the builders, so I can't tell them what to do. Okay, well, anyway, so thank you so much for watching today. A couple of things that came up. I'm like 30 to 40 minutes away from Disney from here. Shopping is about 5 minutes down this road. I'm going to take Lake Hancock, go right through there. Also, the schools are not far from here, too. And I will tell you, I think you'd be pleasantly pleased with the schools in this area. I never give school ratings. It's very important for you to find those things out on your own. Also, call and ask for a tour. If you've decided on Minneola, right, and there's a Minneola high school, call them up and ask them for a tour. I did a tour with a customer of the Windermere High School a couple years back. It was very nice. So let's see what else came up during the thing. Okay. I was just talking to a customer who's moving here from New Jersey, and we were ballparking their taxes, and it turned out that they're going to pay about a third of the taxes that they would here. And it's going to be virtually locked in with the homestead. I always say virtually because they can raise it a small percentage. So any other questions? Anything else you want to know? I'm going to be out here a lot in the future. Probably be looking at that when they open up. But one of the things is that there's so much building going on that they can't keep up. So when they announce a new community, I'm like, I don't believe it until they give me the invitation for the champagne reception. So, hey Teresa, how you doing? Okay, so I am going to be signing off now. I thank you so much for watching today. I always enjoy doing these. What am I? So, and I'll be back next week. Please go to Disney. If you're new here, please go to disneyatyourdoorstep.com to subscribe and like all my links. It's been a very interesting day because while I received all these invitations that these communities were these builders had finally been opened, they're all sold out. And there was more people in these communities looking at property than I've ever seen before. So, okay, thank you all for watching, especially the people who stuck through this. Again, I'm going to be, hopefully, next week, I will be in Kissimmee for an over 55 community, and which is great because honestly, I've been repeating myself a lot. So, but I was excited to do this one today. Alrighty, thank you very much for watching. Making the dream of a Disney lifestyle a reality. I'm Victor Nawrocki. Contact me on Facebook at Nawrocki Realtor or my website, celebratingflorida.com. Thanks for watching Disney at Your Doorstep.